My topic for today is Doctors Without Borders, a non-governmental organization which worked in France in the beginning and then spread worldwide. Doctors Without Borders is an organization which works mainly with fatal diseases in remote areas of the world where regular ways of medication are not feasible nor affordable. This is the motto of DWB: compassion knows no boundaries, as the belief that humanity overpowers all kinds of religious, racial, linguistic, and regional stereotypes. As stated earlier, it is a French-founded organization which is now federal along with being international. It is also the recipient of the most prestigious Nobel Peace Prize. Its main projects take place in the areas inflicted horribly by wars, epidemics, natural disasters. It houses its headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, and was founded on December 20th, 1971 by Dr. Bernard Kouchner. Silence Silence has long been confused with neutrality and has been presented as a necessary condition for humanitarian action. From its beginning, DWB was created in opposition to this assumption. We are not sure that words can always save lives, but we know that silence can certainly kill. This was said by Dr. James Orbinski, the then president of DWB, receiving the Nobel Peace Prize in 1991 on behalf of DWB. The rewards from this prize were used in order to set up a neglected disease fund for diseases like Chagas, sleeping sickness, and malaria. This fund would help support pilot projects for clinical development, production, procurement, and development of treatment of neglected diseases like Chagas, sleeping sickness, malaria, bubonic plague, Marburg fever, etc. This is one of DWB's posters. The phrase that you see on the below right-hand side corner is the French and original name of DWB, Médecins Sans Frontières. This organization has mainly worked in Africa and for decades at a time, sometimes it is the only provider of healthcare, food, and water. World Health Organization has estimated that only 5.25 million people receive treatment from the 14.6 million that need treatment. DWB has time and again pressurized companies and the government to research and develop HIV/AIDS treatment. They have provided treatment for diseases like cholera, measles, polio, Marburg fever, HIV/AIDS, and the bubonic plague. The first mission that DWB had was in Ivory Coast in 1990 due to the violent massacres by the rebel groups and the government. They reopened the closed-up hospitals and treated mass measles and tuberculosis. These are two books written on the tremendous and selfless work of DWB in Africa: Hope in Hell by Dan Bortolotti, Life in Crisis by Peter Redfield. There are other missions that DWB has taken up, like Cambodia, where DWB provided humanitarian aid for a flood in 2002, which affected 14.7 million people, and other natural disasters were treated in Cambodia by DWB. It also provided a tuberculosis program in 2004 in remote villages of Cambodia. Libya. The Libyan civil war in 2011 caused DWB to set up a hospital and aid for mental health to help locals. Sri Lanka. DWB was involved in the treatment of patients from the 26-year-old civil war ended in 2009. For example, it helped with physical therapy for spinal cord injuries. This slide shows all the places in the world where DWB has set up camp, including all of India. This is a poster about their project against Ebola, which is a gruesome, fatal, and disastrous disease ravaging all of Africa and is their latest project. All of these are places in India where DWB has mainly set up camp, like the HIV and MRD in Mumbai, Mother and Child Healthcare in Chhattisgarh and Andhra Pradesh, HIV/AIDS and tuberculosis in Manipur, Kala Azar in Vaishali, Bihar, mental health in Kashmir, nutritional intervention in Darbhanga, Bihar, secondary health care in Nagaland, and in Gujarat they helped a lot during the Bhuj earthquake a few years back. This is the photo of a DWB doctor Tenzing giving consultation to a tuberculosis patient in Chhattisgarh. This is the photo in the beginning of the setup of DWB in India when doctors walk around checking people for malaria in Assam. The major chunk of funding DWB gets is from people all around the world, which is 89%. The rest comes from government and private companies and international organizations. It does not accept money from pharmaceutical and biotechnological companies and extraction industries such as oil, gold, petrol, and diamonds, alcohol, tobacco, and arms manufacturers, as they believe that the core activities of these companies are in direct conflict with the goals of medical humanitarian work of DWP and are causing all the violence and diseases in the world. This pie chart shows how the funds provided are used. They try and use most of the funds for their motive and use least in other things like management and fundraising, which uses up only 12% of their funds. The rest is used for program services. This is the donation page of the DWB site, which can be easily accessed from the website. There are plenty of other facilities that DWB provides, like donation in the name of someone to commemorate a holiday, birthday, a wedding, or any other special occasion. When a person joins the team of Doctors Without Borders, one does not only get the satisfaction of uh, helping other people, but also one gets professional athletic coaching, fundraising support, exclusive running gear, and race weekend events, and also they get the thrill, satisfaction, and happiness knowing that they are saving lives with every mile they run, swim, or cycle. These are some of the others without borders non-governmental organizations that like Nurses Without Borders, Engineers Without Borders, Lawyers Without Borders, and Teachers Without Borders. Thank you all for watching this presentation.